Hi, I'm Bonnie Burd, and I'm here with Fran Bailey. She is a healer, author, speaker. She is also an extensive training in dancing combined with energy healing, has evolved into simple method of involving the mind, body, heart, and soul since 2002. Fran has channeled her passions in SHEVA methods, seeking harmony, energy, voice, and action. This process resets your system to restore with practical techniques to live more consciously through energetic awareness. And it just sounds like such an amazing modality that she's channeled. And I really want you to talk to us about what it involves, how does it work, how did you channel it? I mean, all those exciting things that makes it so much fun. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to let everybody hear what it is this is all about. And I also just want to thank her for coming on and having this conversation and sharing with our groups, and I also appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it, and certainly enjoy being with like people and healers like yourself. So it's
I'm I'm going to give you the floor.
okay. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, the method started really in 2002, but basically it's really the way I grew up. I grew up in a very happy home and lots of energy, dance, and music, and all kinds of ways to express ourselves. But at the same time, I grew up in a metaphysical home. And so I believed in mind over matter and positive thinking. And that sort of is a big part of the method. And basically that we can heal ourselves. So long story short, became a dancer, first career, and then went into the healing mode through a parent whose child I was teaching at a Montessori school said I could see energy. And I went, okay, what's that? So I think my first spiritual experience was I had a near-death experience at age 12. And then once I started training as an energy healer, sort of all that came back, that sort of psychic ability as a child. I kind of knew things. And so I went on to train with a woman out of California, a medical intuitive, Rosalyn Bruyere, and very good healer. And she taught me how to run energy on a body. So it was very similar to dance through my hands. And, I just worked for an alternative center with docs and acupuncturists for 12 years. Learned a lot about, what to do and how to heal, and my ability to heal was increasing through deep meditation through Gloria Hampshire and John Friedlander, who helped me go further. And excuse the noise if you hear the noise. Anyway, so it just kept growing, and I just went, wow, they found me, and now I have to do this. I really have to carry this through. And then 2002, the word SHEVA was channeled to me, and it means seeking harmony and energy, voice, and action. And I went, okay, what am I going to do with that? So basically the foundation started then, and it's been building for that many years to develop this method for self-healing, basically. And it's body work because of all my training with dance and anatomy and knowing the body. As an energy healer for many years, understanding the meridians, the chakra system, everything is through the chakra system, that all my healing is done that way. Deep meditation, and the Enneagram, which is a study of personalities. So that was sort of the finishing touch of the method itself. Understanding that, I've got some stuff to deal with, and I went through some training for 2 years and got my facilitator's certification. So I think that, we have all aspects of ourselves. So we have the mind, body, heart, and soul. And how do we do that efficiently? How do we get to know that person and all aspects of that person in a very swift, clear way. And I think the method really explains basically how to do that in a fluid way, I think, sort of moving through the hiccups, so to speak. So I'm thrilled to share it, and I've written a book, Emergence, and I have free meditation on my website at the bottom, franbaileyhealer.com. I do private sessions, do group sessions, do mandalas. You can buy those. I have a kit on on my website. So I'm here just to share the years of experience I've had, and in a nutshell, if you're a beginner, I just finished an online class, Introduction to the SHEVA Method. It's just talking through or going through all the steps that you might want to go through. So there's suggestions, and then you take that material and run with it. So basically, it's pretty simple. So I think that's it in a nutshell.
That sounds so amazing. And by the way, if anybody wants to get a hold of Fran, it's going along the bottom there where you can contact her. So if I was to come in and I was wanting to learn how to do the SHEVA method, what would be the first thing that I would have to learn how to do? Or what is it that I would need to, what kind of tools would I need?
Well, the first thing is to, I think, trust your own path and trust your own growth and in what direction you want to go to. That would be the first step of what do you want? What is it that where do you want to go? And this is these are tools to investigate your inner voice, your inner dialogue. And so there's meditation to help you. There's body work to help you ground. So all of this is about grounding. So I think that is really, really important. And then, of course, the book maps out the chakra system and all of that. I think identifying where you want to go is probably the biggest thing. Really asking that question from yourself, not from someone else. I'm not here to tell you how to do it. I'm suggesting how that might be a possibility, that it's your responsibility to take the material and run with it. I'm here to facilitate, have private sessions with you. I can tell you kind of like, okay, I see this, this, and this, and how about this direction? How do you feel about that? Or how does this look? Or how does that feel? Or that person might be courting to you, or, you might need to get rid of some past issues or personality stuff. I mean, that's how it sort of unfolds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would say the first thing would be to download the free meditation if you want to get started and sort of experience what that's all about. And then if I'm the right fit, then great, and we can party, play.
Absolutely. And what I like about you too is that you make sure that they know that they have to do their part, that you can't do it for them, that you can give them the tools and hold the space, but they have to walk through the door and they have to pick up the tools and begin to use them, and that's part of healing and part of growing, So if someone thought they were stuck and they felt like they wasn't getting anywhere, what would you do to help them move past that?
I think the biggest thing is to don't be ashamed of where you are, number one, that we all get stuck, because this self-deprecation that we do, like we should. So just relax with where you are and let's trust the path that may be coming forward for you. But that's the biggest thing I find, that people keep saying, well, I'm stuck and there's patterns, and that let's look at the pattern of thought or the behavior or the emotional attachment to what you're in resistance to. What is that you're in resistance to? That's the bottom line question.
hmm And also realizing that everything's energy, even your thoughts, even
Oh,
your feeling. Yeah,
yeah,
all of it.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And where are you focusing your energy, and what is it that and what do you see yourself as in the end?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think on people who are on a healing journey too is that who is it that they really want to be when they're done, or do they remember who they were before they got all these filters and decided that they weren't happy and they weren't in a place where they could thrive, because in the beginning you are happy and you're born with everything you need. It's just that you start learning about things around you and everything changes. You start getting filters and start believing what people say about you instead of really knowing who you are inside and knowing who you are.
Right.
And I feel like your method is going to, because um, it's going to help them open up and to look inside themselves, and because you incorporate mind, body, and soul, and you need all of that to figure
Mm-hmm.
out what direction you're going in. They all have to be on the same page, and it's
Yeah.
just getting them all together.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. The Enneagram was, I'm a facilitator for it, and like you can do a session with me about what type you are, body, mind, or heart. And what was sort of the last thing that pulled the method together was that we are all body, mind, and heart. We're all of that, but we see and navigate through maybe the heart and the mind, or for instance, if there's someone who navigates through the head, they're going to think and overthink and think and overthink, and that pattern is constantly there. So energetically, to know how to read that and know when you are in that pattern is great, because then it's like, oh, there we go.
Absolutely. I mean, because really, who's leading the way? Is it your thoughts and your worries and your overthinking, or
Hmm.
is it your body is in pain and
Yeah.
tells you can't do this or that or the other, or are you listening to your heart? Are
Right.
you listening to what you truly want to be and what you can become?
Hmm.
And getting them all on the same page is the hardest thing to do, but that's what we're here to do. You know what I mean? To
Right.
become one. That's what unity consciousness is, becoming one with all consciousness within and all consciousness without. And so that's what, definitely I feel like your program can do for people, can help them um, become one within the system.
Hmm.
I just feel like that it's really important, and if you can just take the time to check out Fran's book, which was, what was your book's name again?
Emergence. Here's the cover.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Emergence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you check out her book, she also has a YouTube, and she has all these amazing tools and gifts and things on there that can help you. Um, I just feel like her program would really help lots and lots of people if they just want to take a minute to just check it out.
Yeah. Just to start,
Yeah.
even if you want to start or remind yourself of where you got off track or something.
Yeah. Because I mean, you just never know. You might have taken a left instead of a right, and
Right.
then suddenly you're like, "Why am I here? And how did I get here?" And so, I mean, that's how easy it is to get off track, and that's just as easy to get back on track if you decide that's what you want to do and you want to look at a process that can help you and can bring you
Right.
back to unity, which is pretty amazing. So.
Absolutely.
Um, I guess I want to know a little bit more about you personally. So when you grew up, what kind of a family atmosphere did you grow up in? Were they all open-minded? Were they spiritual?
My mother is very spiritual, and my dad was very open-minded, and he was, had a traditional religion, but loved the metaphysical way of thinking and upbringing, and he was a full believer in that, and which was great. And I went to Christian Science camp. I was Christian Scientist growing up, and it was mind over matter, and that's where I had my first death experience in a canoe, and went under, and saw the tunnel, went through all that, and but I knew something had changed. I knew something had shifted for sure, and so along with that, things would come true, things would happen, and I just thought, well, everybody else does too, And then, so we didn't hate the medical world when we had to use it now and then. Of course, my father got cancer, and I had 3 small children, and my mother couldn't deal with it at all. And after he died, a year after he died, I got cancer.
Oh.
And so, the body doesn't lie. It will respond to trauma. It will respond to traumatic things that happen. So I got cervical cancer stage 4. And at that point, I was working with Rosalyn and other doctors who said, oh, you need to take everything out and, all that stuff. I said, no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to be okay. So I found another doctor and went through, I went every 3 months and checked, but every day I would work on my own body, and I would say hello to the cancer, not that it became me, that I was senior to it. And I learned how to shrink the cell, the cancer cell itself, inside an encapsulated cell. And that every night I would just put my hands there and say, okay, you're still whole. These cells are leaving your body and you're going to survive. And I did. So I think that's really was the impetus for the method after that experience. And then
how did you shrink? How was you able to shrink the cells? I mean, what method did you use?
Well, Rosalyn, who's a medical intuitive, she, we do what's called chelation. So you balance the body always, but in the, I worked on a lot of cancer patients at the center, so I kind of knew how to do this. And when you put your hands on, you visualize the place where it is, and you just find the cells, and you don't explode them, because that would mean that the cancer would go into the body. So you find them, and just keep shrinking the energy. So it's just like a negative energy, and you just keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And then at the same time that you believe you bring in the light and the whole, that you are whole, and that the body will do the work, which is very, very important. That's what people are missing. I think that this thing that we inhabit is really an amazing system.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I have this wallpaper of Leonardo da Vinci, his drawings, and I mean, it's just like, it's amazing. So I'm a full believer in that communication. The body intelligence to me is extremely important, because I really think that that's where everything boils down to.
Right, because I mean, you got to open up communication with your body and find out what your body needs, and what is it that what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel comfortable, and also empowering your body and letting it know that, let go of the fear of it, and letting your body know that it's all powerful and it can do anything it wants. And if it wants healing, it can create that. And to believe in that. So then that brings in your thoughts. You got to believe in what you're doing. Joshua was one of my main guides, and he's always saying, when you want healing, it comes from what you believe in. He always says that, the faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. And it's true. Definitely true. Because if you believe in that, you can do that. And so I feel like if you can get your mind and your body and your heart all in the same place, you're just there's nothing but healing can happen. There's
Right.
not but higher energy and healing. It's because love is the highest energy, the highest frequency of all. And so if you can
Absolutely.
get them together, you're in a good spot.
Right.
And so, yeah, and so yeah, I really love the way your Shiva program does that. It really helps people in line, because people, a lot of times leave the body part out there. So they awaken and they're looking for healing, but they're looking above themselves instead of within, because it's the body that definitely is the one. It's like the body's the vessel that's carrying all of the garbage and the junk that you've
Mm.
gathered over the years,
Mm.
and you really have to help your body release whatever it's holding on to and help them balance it out.
Right. Right. And another thing it's important to know is that, we're in a society that we're very physically active. Like you could go to the gym, you can go to yoga, you can do all those things. And it's interesting, you can do all those things, but if the heart or the mind isn't clearing what needs to be cleared, suddenly it's like, no, it's not working. Why isn't that working?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so your body is physically in shape, but you got to check in a little bit deeper. That means you need to go into the emotions. You need to go into the heart. You need to figure out, okay, we've got to go deep and find that, get rid of that super ego or that image, that perfect image, go deeper and find what is really the issue that you're not moving through. Or the mind is
Absolutely.
giving you this, resistance of, I don't know what, but, it's there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think that a lot of people just don't realize that we have the different consciousness, that it's not all, just what you're thinking up here, that, your body has a consciousness too. And so does your heart. And if you listen, it's almost like you've got three entities right there, and if you leave one out, the other one's going to suffer. It's going to act up. It's going to do things to get your attention. And so the best way to do is to keep them all in the same row and listen to each and every one. What do they need? What do they want? How
mm,
can we help?
right.
And and that's what creates healing and creates beauty around you.
Mm-hmm.
Would
Absolutely.
you like to do a little visualization or something that would help people?
Um, yeah, I think I will. I think I'd like to, this is sort of a new clearing that I've been doing. And I think it's very helpful. And, in society, we hear all about all these healing things and we're being drawn to them. We know all this stuff is out there, but to really observe what the body is doing with you observing and not having too much direction, but really centering in that place. This is what I'll do this meditation
Okay,
now.
all
Okay.
right. I'm gonna leave it to you.
Okay, great. So, let's come into the center of your head and let's find a place that you're comfortable, whether you need to lie down or just sit in your chair. And I want you to scan your body. But before you scan your body, I want you to feel behind you, in front of you, and on either side, and above and below. So just look at that first and see, a lot of times we aren't aware of behind us. So we're going to say hello to the chakras. There are 7. And then we're going to say hello to the layers of the body. And then we'll do a clearing and then a regenerating. So let's go ahead and work with a grounding cord from the center of the earth, 4,000 miles down. And I want you to think about bringing in the earth elements. So that's earth, air, water, fire. And I want you to bring it up in a cord and make a space at the first chakra at the base of the spine where you sit. And bring that cord up and move it into the body. Include your reproductive organs, male or female, and your left and right sciatic down the back of your legs to your heels. So you're really anchoring to the earth. So we're working with earth and cosmic energy. Okay, so you can close your eyes if you want or keep them open. So I want you to bring in that earth energy into your feet. We're going to clear your legs and just say hello to your feet and your ankles and your shins and your calves and your knees and your thighs. So just observe what your legs are feeling. Feel the energy buzzing in your legs and your feet chakras open. And move into the first chakra at the base of the spine. Of course, chakras are 360 around the body, in the center of the body, near the spine. And this is first chakra is fight or flight, survival. Color red, just observe what you were experiencing. So it's right where you sit. And move up to the second, pubic bone to belly button. This is the color orange. Again, it's 360. And it's about creativity, emotions, boundaries, sexuality. So just observe where that is. Take a deep breath. And say hello to the belly button chakra. Now we're going to go up into the upper chakras, bring in gold cosmic energy from above your crown and let it trickle down to the upper body. And say hello to the third chakra. This is the ego. This is what we try to find the authentic self, and that's belly button to breastbone. This is the color yellow. So just observe that center. So we're releasing the image of ourselves that question our self-esteem. So you want to release that. Good. And notice each chakra going in frequency is higher every time we go up the body. And moving now to the fourth chakra at the heart, include your arms and hands at the chest. This is the color green. Take a deep breath. The lungs are part of the heart chakra. This is about love, love of self and community. Staying present, grounded. Take a deep breath again. And release. There you go. Good. Just observe. And now moving into the fifth chakra at the heart, at the throat, that's communication. This is the color blue, turquoise blue. This is about speaking from the authentic self through the heart and out into the fifth chakra. Good. Observe, clearing your throat, your telepathic channels, in your ear canals and sinuses. Unplug the ears. And now into the sixth. This is the intuitive center, clairvoyant center. This is the integrative center. This is the color purple. Just observe the center of your head, where you are, feeling those alignment. It's like Legos, they're just stacking one on top of the other. And then the seventh. At the top of the head, above the head a bit. This is the color violet. Good. Just observe. Nice. So along with our chakras, we have layers. So we're the yolk, and the egg white is around us, and the shell is the seventh layer. So we're going to clear the first layer. That's the shape of the body. Just imagine that layer and clear the second layer around the first, all the way around, above, below, on either side. And the third layer. Good. And the fourth layer. Just observe. And the fifth layer. Keep breathing. Stay grounded. Sixth layer. And seventh layer. Nice. So these all kind of work together. So we're going to clear any excess energy that's not serving you in this current time. So focus on your seventh layer, seventh chakra at the top of the head. Sixth layer, sixth chakra at the center of the head. Fifth layer, fifth chakra at the throat. Fourth layer, fourth chakra at the heart, clearing the arms and hands. Third layer, third chakra at the stomach. Breastbone to belly button. Second layer, second chakra at the lower back, belly button to pubic bone, and the first layer, first chakra at the base of the spine. Send that energy down the grounding core where Mother Earth will rejuvenate, regenerate, and recycle for you. Let her have the cord. Release it. Don't follow it. Focus on the first chakra. Create a space for that grounding cord to come in and bring that fresh new earth energy, stimulating your legs that you stand on through your feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs, and bring that cord into your first chakra. Include your reproductive organs, left and right sciatic, and down the back of your legs. So you're going to bring that earth energy into the first chakra, feeling safe, grounded, present. Bring that earth energy into the second chakra, allowing that creative center to be open, free to express yourself, to the belly button. Feel the groundedness of Mother Earth supporting you where you are. Every experience is sacred. Good. From well above the crown, I want you to bring in fresh new gold cosmic energy. Let it come into the crown. Let it trickle into the upper body, into the open third chakra, belly button to breastbone. Bringing it into the third chakra, supporting your authentic self. Saying hello to you. Releasing any images, thoughts of who you think you are. Just know who you are. Good. Now bring it into the fourth chakra at the heart. Allowing that abundant love to be present. Let it spread through your fourth chakra. And now bring fresh new gold cosmic energy into your fifth at the throat, allowing freedom of communication through the heart and authentic self. And the sixth chakra to open up the intuitive, clairvoyant self, to understand that this journey is sacred. It's also can be fun if you allow that intuitive self to be present. So we want to really wake that up and just kind of open the door and let things happen the way that you want them to, through the intuitive, trusting the intuitive self. And bring this energy, gold cosmic energy, into the seventh, connecting to soul, source, God. Feeling the earth and cosmic energy through your body and aura. Saying hello to the first layer and second layer. They are connected to the earth. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are gold. affiliations with the chakra. Feel your body in the center of your field. Thank your body for being present, grounded. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Or if they're open, hello.
Wow, that was really powerful. It was really amazing. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, my cats love high energy. They all came to say hi during that.
Oh,
So
good. Good.
yeah. I guess I'm still all floating from it. Let's take a breath. Let's ground. Let's take a breath.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm going to ask for some light language to ground us. Just to get grounded. Okay, I'm going to assist in grounding. To orpakaya niyatra ortopiyatra ishtike pikaya niyatra arrapikeni ititi imiata utore biyatra ashamayata ikike miyatra utututu miyatra itini miyatra ormianiatra amiyatra orpikayana. Take a deep breath. Breathe some beautiful red energy and brown all the way down to the ends of your toes, sending it to the mother's heart, connecting in like a tree. And so it is. I feel a little better. That was fun.
Yeah.
I love it. What beautiful energy. That was amazing. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And so that's just a little bit of what you can experience with Fran. Yeah.
I mean, you can download a different meditation, similar, but on the website at the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Free. So
that's really cool. Let me put your website up again. Hang on here. Oops. So there we go.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. So you can find it again. And where can you get your book and the title of your book, Emergence?
Emergence. So I have the books here, so I can sign them and send them. So we're trying to work out through Amazon, getting back on track. But I have a bunch of them here, and then we're gonna resell them. But I have quite a few. So if you want to buy it, I can sign it and send it. So it's not a big deal.
So it's just send an email.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. And so if you wanted to do the SHEVA method program, how would you sign up to that?
So that's on my website. That is called the SHEVA Introduction online program, and there are 8 modules. It's, you can get through it in like 2 hours, but you're going to go back and forth to it. There's a lot of information, but it sort of gives you, the whole feel of the method in a nutshell, and sort of a starting point as to, oh, okay, I kind of get that. There are other meditations for sale. There's one-on-one. I work in 3s. So when someone signs up, I usually do 3 sessions, and that's kind of like, okay, we're going to get this together so we know what your program is, because I'm channeling you. I'm not, it's about you. So we create this system, and the 3 sessions within a 6 month or a year, but I'd like to do them kind of close together so we get the impact going, and the energy's there. And then you do tune-ups or something if you need it. There are, I did these mandalas. I channeled a year and a half ago. I don't draw, but I found out that I was drawing. So here is, so this is like the 4th chakra in the book. So the book has a lot of color.
It's beautiful.
And this is the mandala. And I use these with patients, on the table to see where they're drawn to. So that's a kit, and that's kind of for healers maybe to use underneath the table, or, to see what's off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. how that happened. But so if I have a client here, I'll have these on the table and I'll say, stand back. I want you to see what you're drawn to. So that's a cue for them, a visual cue. Also, what's happening with their body.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
fun. What else? There's videos on there. There's, YouTube stuff. It's hard to, I don't know.
I know. But just, if that she just does a lot of different amazing things. And if you check out her website, check out her YouTube. Are you on Facebook? Do you
Yes.
have any social media?
So yeah, the SHEVA method.
Okay, then you can find her on Facebook, and you can also email her at the email that's at the bottom of the screen there.
Right.
And yeah, and so
I'm on Instagram and all that. So I do a lot of posting.
she does Instagram too. And so, yeah, everybody, I really recommend that you try out the SHEVA method and check out her book, because I think it'll be a life shifting event. It'll be really amazing, and it'll help you along your ascension path. And what a blessing, Fran. I'm so happy to meet you today. And I'm so glad I'm glad you came on and we had this conversation, and you're always welcome to come back anytime you want, anytime you have something new that you want to showcase and tell people about. Well, just let me know and we'll have you back on.
Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. I really do.
You're welcome. All right. So everybody have a good, blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.